This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2004 Ford F350 crew cab utility bed. It's a single rear wheel. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's two-wheel drive. It's an XL, which is crank windows, vinyl floor. It does have air. It does have cruise and tilt, CD player. Has 164,421 miles. It was a trade-in to the Jim Click new car dealership group. We buy all of their diesel trucks that are good, and this is a good one. They can't resell anything on their property that has more than 100,000 miles on it because they can't get financing through their financing company. So they sell them all, and we try to buy all the good ones, and this is a good one. Anyway, we got it here. We decided, it had a big dent in the bed when we bought it, which you'll see in the before pictures. There's 4 pictures of it before we took possession of it, and you'll see on the, I think it was the passenger or the driver's side, had big dents down low, and we decided to take that bed off. We had this utility bed on our property. We put that utility bed on, and it looks a lot better, a little more useful. And then we decided, because we bought it right, that we would bulletproof it. All right, so this is what our inspection looks like. Runs and drives great, bulletproofed. We did a bulletproof EGR cooler, Ford oil cooler, IPR, new gaskets, coolant, Rotella oil and filter. Gas gauge didn't work, so we did a fuel sender on it. Spent $300 on a fuel sender, and just came back from detail, and the good gas gauge doesn't work still. So the good news for you is you got a brand new fuel sender. The bad news for us is we probably spent $300 on a fuel sender that we didn't need. And it's probably a wire or maybe even the cluster. That's going to get taken care of before it's sold, obviously. You feel free to ask about it, but it will be handled. You'll see that in the cluster when I show you. Whoever owned this thing before put a lift on it. It's got some ugly tires, ugly wheels, but it's a work truck, and so we didn't deal with that. Little ding here, little ding right here. So I'm trying to maintain here. The neighbors across the street are being attacked by dogs or something, which is fine with me because they're just pains in the asses anyway. So we're not going to save them. Oh my God, I'm a horrible human being for saying that, huh? All right, anyway. They really are. They deserve to be eaten. Not much to see. It's a crew cab. We call them a strippy when they're just vinyl floors and old school seats. There's a big tear in the driver's seat. We didn't fix that because it is a work truck. We wanted to make sure it mechanically was fantastic, and we did that. These videos are not designed, the ads that we make are not designed to sell the truck. They're designed to find the right buyer for the truck. We have no trouble selling these. The key is making sure that the person who's buying it is not a maniac, basically. What we want to make sure is that you know what you're buying and that you understand everything about, as much as you can understand about it, and that we give you tons of information so you can make a good decision. It's very easy to sell these. It's really just making sure that the person who buys it knows about it, understands the vehicle, and knows what its limitations are and what the rules about buying from us are. These tops lift up too, right?
Yes, actually so.
There's a handle inside there. So both sides do that. This is his first time. He doesn't know how these things work. So I'm training him right now. Right, Joey?
Doesn't look like you're a very good teacher.
There you go. He's a little bitter. That's all right. He's a youngster.
Dennis has taught me everything I know.
Oh, Dennis taught you everything you know? Okay. Well, then you're really in trouble. All right. Anyway, we wanted to make sure that this was really mechanically sound, and now it's super sound because we did a fuel sender in a truck that didn't need a fuel sender. but now we either have to buy a brand new cluster because there's a short in this one, instrument cluster, or there's a wire that got pinched when we changed the bed, which is probably more likely. There's your mileage, 164, 460. If we do have to get a cluster, it's going to read those same miles. That's what's on the title. I'll show you here real quick. I doubt that's what it's going to be. It's probably going to be a pinched wire from when we switched the bed. 162, 421 is the mileage. There's your suggested retail price with the utility bed on it. There's all the equipment. That's how we booked it in. There's the utility with the lift, right? 13,789 is what it books for. It was a Jim Click Dodge trade. They got the title on the 12th of November. There's your mileage. Now it's a Wheel Kinetics name. We got a title on the 21st of November, and there's the mileage, right? Okay, so you've seen all the paperwork. I'm gonna open up the hood. We're gonna be looking for Ford stamps on both sides of the core support and on both fenders. And we're also gonna take the oil cap off to look for blow-by. None. That is beautiful. That is what happens when you have a good truck to start with, and then you bulletproof it. There's your Ford stamp there. Should be another one right there. Cap stickers where they belong. Should be another one right. Let's see, right there. And another one, and there's not. So, this fender is aftermarket. Let me close this fender, this hood. At some point, somebody's replaced this fender, and apparently they weren't a very good driver because then they did that again. These fenders, aftermarket, are about 30 bucks. Now, the good news is they painted it well. The bad news is then they dented it again. So, probably needs driver's course. This is the seat I'm talking about. Just get a seat cover, put it on. We could have sent this seat out. It would cost about $2.25 to cover this thing, or just leave it there and put it into the price, you know. We figured that whoever's buying this is probably not going to care. I would rather have a $25 seat cover than a $200 seat. And so that's what we did. All right. Let's see if we get a seatbelt on. Alrighty then. Let's see. There's tow on and off. That's tow on. I'm doing that right here. See? Boom, on, off. Interesting that it has cruise control. Got a radio with a CD player. Somebody did that aftermarket there, huh?
And me thought,
CD player, air. Air works great. All right, let's go for a ride. All right, this thing's on a clear title. Like I said, it was a dealer trade into the Jim Click Dodge. You saw the title. You saw our current title. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, which you're welcome to do, you will pay tax and dock fee. Dock fee is $250. Tax is 2% city tax plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if you come here to drive it home, you're going to pay your state tax rate plus our city tax of 2% plus a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Once we receive your wire, if you're going to ship, once we receive your wire, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. I'll sign it off, we'll notarize it, scan it in your online file, and then mail it to you. We'll even scan in the envelope that we mail it in. See, I think it's the cluster. We know we have a half a tank of fuel in this thing, and there it is at a half a tank. So there's a wire somewhere that's pinched and coming unpinched or whatever. Anyway, not a big deal. That will be handled. Boy, this thing runs great. Let's see. So anyway, once we receive your wire, we'll mail it to you. You'll be able to see everything online real quickly, paperwork-wise. Deposit is $500. Once we receive a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it is for sale. All right, so please make sure you get your deposit in. It's a bulletproof utility truck. There aren't very many of those around. There's a lot of utility trucks, a lot of two-wheel drive white utility trucks, but not a whole lot of bulletproof white utility trucks with 4 doors. So this is going to be probably pretty quick once people get a whiff of what's going on here. So please make sure you get your deposit in. Last part of the speech is the warranty speech. We give you tons of information, more than you can get in person, okay? The Kelly and all the repairs we've done. You get before and left Jim Click Dodge pictures. You'll get 80 pictures in our gallery that will include a magnifying glass you can zoom in with. Titles, everything we know, you know, okay? Basically what we're trying to do is take the risk out of it, as much as we can out of it. But at the end of the day, we are not Nostradamus. We do not know what's going to happen to this truck, okay? If we knew what was going to happen to this truck right now, and we knew that it was going to last and be perfect for another 2 years, we'd be millionaires overnight, all right? We don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it to that next light, okay? That would be dishonest for me to guarantee that I'm going to. I don't know, okay? If you want a sure thing, go buy a brand new one. That way, when your brand new one breaks, you can at least get like a driver. You know what I mean? Please realize that this is not a sure thing. We try to take as much out of it as we can, risk-wise, with information and telling you what we've done. But when it gets to you and something's broken, you're going to fix it. We are not writing checks, okay? I doubt I would take this thing and drive it straight to Canada right now, and I'd get there. But the minute I say that, I'd probably make it to 25 miles to Casa Grande. I mean, that's probably what would happen, you know? Kiss of death. Once you say something, then you pay for it. Anyway, I love this truck. If I needed a work truck, this is what I would buy. Please go through all the video, ask people questions, look it up, what bulletproofing means to a 6.0, and you'll be impressed, and you'll know that you just got a multi-$1,000 upgrade in your work truck, okay? I think that's it. Thank you for your time.